Hello and welcome to Boroughs Park, home of Great Wakering Rovers, for the final of the Essex Sunday Veterans Cup between Wybacks and Old Sutton. Wybacks have pedigree in County Cup competition, having won the Sunday Premier Cup back in 2013. They started their journey to the final with a 4-1 win over Milton Athletic before backing that up with an 8-0 hammering over May and Baker Club. The quarter-finals brought a 3-1 victory at Chapel United before their final berth was secured with a 3-0 win over Rochford Sports and Social Club. Top scorer Dean Channon has netted in every round so far. Old Sutton have so far had a debut season of competitive veterans football to remember, with today giving them the chance to earn the second part of a potential cup treble this year. They began their campaign in round 2 and in fine style by beating Old Southendian 7-2. Another 7 goals followed in the last 8 against Waltham Forest, with Kofi Mapiana netting a hat-trick, and a 3-1 win over Hullbridge Sports in the semis sent them to Great Wakering. With both sides in the final for the first time in their history, we are guaranteed a new name on the trophy this evening, but whose name will it be? Calm clearance onto Dean Jordan. Etherington snapping in with the challenge though. Mind up the shot, Etherington. Just the first chance of the game. Well won by Dafter. Brought down by Randall. Nice control. River. Two in the middle for him. Pulls it back. All the way through to Baker. Into the area. Oh, that's a good save. David Jungier denied. With the throw, he gets it back to number 10. Scorer of a hat-trick in this year's competition. The wide man. All brought down by Channon. Randall sends it long. Here goes Gwiver. Gwiver's bearing down the goal. Can he square it? Goes for goal himself. Mike out to Channon. And he scores! And he does get a goal in every round of this year's competition. 10 minutes on the clock. And it's a brilliant team goal. The ball over the top to Gwiver was great. It was a good shot, which was saved, and Channon there, as all good strikers should be. Goal number 24 for him this season. His 8th goal in this competition. And he's fired Wybacks into the lead. Long ball down the middle. Baker will put Gerethy under pressure and hooked to safety by the defender. Keeper headed clear. The audacious shot from distance, headed off the line. Good awareness. Decent ball in towards the near post. Keeper's got up to punch through a crowd of players there. Sumner. Jordan. Mapiani, can they get the second ball in as well? Again goes deep. Had a great save at the near post. Diving to his right, Sumner. Richard Locke must have thought he'd scored there. And Old Sutton finally forced a save out the goalkeeper. Dorney. It's a long ball into the area. Baker's interested. It's over him. Gwiver's round the back. Stokes deals with the immediate threat. Gwiver has it back though. To Etherington. Good first touch and second. The drag back was equally good. He gets a shot on goal. Well, that's a good effort from Etherington. Never gave up the chance. Besets Mapiani over the wall. Oh, that's a good save again. Scrambling to his right, Jed Sumner. Well up by keeper. He's dealt with everything defensively well so far. Hutchins to go for goal. Dipping at the last second, but over the top. Upping their game here. That's a lovely ball through. Here's Channon. Oh, he's fluffed his lines at the end. Brilliant build-up play. Goes ball forward, is picked up by Sargent. Channon in this right-hand channel into the area, pulls it back, and good grab by Angove. Full stretch. Paul Sargent delivers again. Good-looking ball in, header. Dorney it was. I think it might have been going wide anyway, but it's a good block regardless. Nice layoff from Randall. Gwiver. Dorney couldn't quite apply the finishing touch. Poor throw by the keeper. It was a great finish by Sargent, but he used his arm to control. Got lucky there, Old Sutton. Chatting with the throw. The area, nice turn. And the shot's gone over the top in the end from Matt Denton. Just leaning back slightly. And there is the full-time whistle. Wybacks have their first ever win in the Sunday Veterans Cup final to go with their Sunday Premier Cup title they won 3 years ago. The only goal in the game came just 11 minutes in Dean Channon finishing off a Scott Randall shot which had been saved by Paul Langove. They have Jed Sumner to thank as well. He made a couple of good saves. First from Richard Lock in the first half, a header from a corner, and a free kick in the second half tipped away by Sumner from Kofi Mepiani. The final score though at Boroughs Park in the Sunday Veterans Cup final here in Essex is Nicholas Wybacks 1, Old Sutton 0.